On this week's Weekly Tea, we're going to be talking about one of the most, I'd say, hyped, one of the best selling, one of the best overall singular ingredients that we have at tnutrition. It's ashwagandha. This has been around for thousands of years, but only been really making stamps on the sports nutrition industry in the last maybe 2 to 3 years, specifically in the last one. It's an adaptogen. So adaptogens bring our body into a thing called homeostasis. So we do a lot of things to our body which knocks it out of homeostasis. Stress responses from cortisol, things that dampen thyroid, things that affect fertility, a lot of things that knock us out of homeostasis. So this brings our lagging things up and kind of brings what we have in overproduction down to normal levels, which is absolutely great. It positively affects GABA in our brain, which is our main inhibitory neurotransmitter, so it does positively affect sleep. But the way I have to, if I'm talking to someone about it, and what I'm doing now is I'm picturing going round in my head, and it helps me figure out what parts, it helps me remember what parts it helps us. So it helps fertility. In a study done in 75 men, 14% of the infertile men became fertile after 6 weeks use of ashwagandha. We've seen a 26% reduction in cortisol, which is our stress response, our hormone stress response. We've seen a 15% increase in testosterone in people who already had high testosterone. It positively affected people's thyroid, so it can act as a fat burner. I've spoken about its GABA inhibitory neurotransmitter production, so it helps calm. We're going to get a better calm response through the reduction of cortisol as well, which is our stress response hormone. It's been shown to increase VO2 max, which is massive for performance. Probably the only thing you could say negative about ashwagandha is that because it does so much and so many things to us, you can kind of not know when to take it. Me personally, I take 600 milligrams before I go to bed because of its positively effects on GABA. But it is seen in many intra-workouts. It's seen in Inspired Nutraceuticals Endless at 600 milligrams. It's seen in fat burners for its positive effect on your thyroid and to bring you down from any come down that you may get from stimulants. Because if you are positively affecting stimulants, you are getting your stress response from cortisol and your fight or flight response, so it can bring you down. You can see it in pre-workouts like Dedicated Unbeatable. You can see it in sleep aids. You can see it in testosterone boosters now. You can see it in a massive range because it does all these separate things. I've personally taken it up to 1.2 grams, which is double the clinical dose of 600 milligram, and the sedatory effects of it were quite prominent, so I wouldn't really recommend doing that. You will, if you type in ashwagandha on Google, you'll see a study on examine.com which quotes 6,000 milligrams, not 600 milligrams, what you get in that. What you would need to know of that is that that's ashwagandha root extract, so this is the root with handholds, which is what we actually want. 6,000 milligrams of root extract will yield around about 600 milligrams of the patented, what we want, the patented KSM 66, which yields 5% with handholds. You can get the KSM 66, or there's a different patent called Sensible, which yields 10%, which will be more as a sedatory one, as kind of like nature's tranquilizer. But if you want to increase your testosterone, if you want to decrease your stress response, if you want to decrease stress and anxiety, 88% of people in one study relieved depression symptoms as well, which is an absolute phenomenal result in there. If you want to increase fertility, increase your thyroid, if you want to positively affect your body and give your body something it actually needs, then you can get ashwagandha. It's not overpriced of what you would expect. The amount of studies it's done and amount of positive studies it's had and the clinical results it's had, you'd expect to be a very, very expensive ingredient, but you're looking around about between $9.95 to $14.95 maximum for a full month supply of ashwagandha at 600 milligrams. So my advice would be get yourself to tnutrition or get on tnutrition.com now and do yourself a favour and get some ashwagandha.